as you are connecting with me, do feel free to say hello. So today I'm recording from my park. Decided to get a bit of fresh air, and let me see if I can show you just a little bit. Don't know if you can see much. Okay, that's my view for today, and there's more. Okay, so I wanted to talk about coaching and how you get into coaching, because there's somebody who posed a question, and hopefully you can hear me. There's somebody playing basketball, and then there's trains and cars in the background. And before I go into the topic, somebody did actually ask about, let me say the title first so I can get it together. So the title today is about coaching. How do you get into coaching? And a lady posed this question. So before I get into the topic matter itself, my name is Chiko Matenda, and I'm a lifestyle business coach as well as a digital marketing strategist. And where you may find me, it's helping women mostly to learn how to turn their life passions into something that they can monetize online. So if this is sounding like you, I learned through digital marketing how to automate systems, and then also how to earn income online. So hopefully we can connect if should you wish to learn more. And I also support small business owners with their business growth as well. So in terms of coaching and how I got into it and the tips that I can give you today, I'll think of 3 to 4 tips, as this is like a spontaneous session. So the first tip that I can give you is looking at your pre-existing qualifications, whether that be in your educational background. So let's say, for example, you went to like university or you're studying at college. Those skills are something that can also help you to identify what it is that you're great at doing. So what prompted you or motivated you to study specific topics, and could you potentially turn those topics into helping other people as well? Okay, so that's key number 1. Okay, so I shared coaching tip number 1, which was to integrate your pre-existing skills from your educational background. As looking at 1 or 2 things you believe that you were great at while you were studying, and also what motivated you, because most of the times when we go to college there's a specific course that we're connected with. And as for me, I studied economics and then business. Economics sort of connected to it, but what you realize as you're going into your professional career is that there's certain skills that you still carry over. So for me, like what I learned from college as an overall outcome was presentation skills. So presentation skills in terms of like speaking, and also in terms of writing. Writing, researching on specific topics. So those are the skills that I use now. So what skills do you believe you have from university which you can use to impart your knowledge like on other people? And even if you don't use, like, let's say, like, actually no, if you use like research, for example, research will help you in your business for researching key topics that are taking place. And then you could also recommend to somebody else how you can also do like research. Let's say if they didn't have the experience of doing research, that's something that you could also impart as your knowledge skill. So I'm just exaggerating here. And then presentation skills. If you're great at presenting, can you also teach that skill to somebody else? So those are two skills that you could impart on somebody. Then moving on into the career is thinking about what specific skills have you developed through your career, through your lifetime in a career, not like the whole lifetime. So this is specific to your career. What great things do people say you do? Because sometimes we forget that we have key strengths. what do you find yourself helping people with on a regular basis, that you do it with ease without actually thinking about it, then that's a skill that you could impart on other people as well. What do people come to you and say often that you are also great at, that you help them? There's some things that we do, we actually don't think about that we are potentially great at, because it's just something that's like a natural instinct that we grow into. So an example of this for me, people saw that I was good at analytical skills. I didn't know that, but I ended up being given or even applying for positions that it ended up being very filled with analytical skills. And then also somebody also identified, previous managers also identified, that I was good at leading, I was good at coordinating people. So then I ultimately ended up in roles where I was leading, I was coordinating, and then it just progressed on to coaching other people, mentoring within their different roles. So even if like you look at coaching can also be something like you supervise people, you lead. And how do you manage that process in terms of helping people to identify what their key skills are? Okay, so that's like your professional career. Then moving on into number 3 on how you can then look into going forward, like with coaching, then looking at everything that you've outlined from your past. It's then looking at what is it that you're really passionate about, that you want to be able to help people with, and who are those people that you want to be able to help, and how are you going to be able to help them. So once you figure that out, it's good to have like a clear vision of what you see yourself doing on a day-to-day, something that you won't get bored with. And then also consider, what is it that you are like really passionate about, that you can visualize, you can see yourself helping people to solve a problem, and you're offering them a solution. Okay, so once you come up with that answer, then it helps you then to identify courses that you can take gradually, online or offline. For myself, I've gone into digital marketing. Did I know I'd end up here? No. But once I discovered it, I never looked back. And the way I discovered that was going through seminars, going through workshops, and then being able to then connect with what I was really passionate about, and that was ultimately being able to help young girls through mentorship, and then also women being able to mentor and coach. So those are my key drivers, which encourage me every day, regardless of what's going on, to keep persevering through. So whatever you identify, it has to be something that wakes you up every morning. Even when you're presented with challenges, you feel like you can overcome. Then as being a coach, then you're also able to like motivate others as well, to be able to persevere through. You're not doing the work for them, but you are there encouraging them, and you're also imparting challenges that you have overcome yourself. Okay, so I hope these tips have given you some insight. So I ended up giving you 3 tips. It's looking at your educational background was number 1. Then number 2 was looking at your professional career, the key skills that you were great at or you're still great at. Then number 3, combining that with studying up to the point where you could become certified in that industry that you're interested in. I became certified in the digital marketing industry because that's something that I'm interested with, and it connects with my past, where I helped small business owners in terms of turning their businesses around. And then I also coached aspiring entrepreneurs. So everything, when you look back, the dots do ultimately and eventually do connect. And I believe nothing happens by accident. It's connecting more and more to your gut intuition and paying attention to that. That's what will also be your key driver. So I'm going to check out for now, have a mini siesta possibly, or head back home. So bye for me for now, and feel free, should you feel like, oh, digital marketing is something that you're interested in, you want to know a little bit more, feel free to PM me. Feel free to also subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube, and if you're watching on other platforms, press the follow button so that you can keep up to date with any live sessions or video recordings that I post, so that we can connect a little bit further. And say leave comments. If you do leave comments, then I will ensure to get back to you as well. Ciao for me for now.